All right. We back. We're back. Refresh chat and everything. So, I mean, let's keep going. I've pretty much lost my audience from the last video. Hopefully they'll come back on, because I'm going to have to send out all new links and everything to be able to get this, you know, so everybody knows that I'm live. Probably won't show. So, whatever. Let's do this again. All right, Steve's back. What about my international viewers? Are they back? Where's my video? Did I close it out? No, I didn't. Still doing some stream work here and seeing what's going to happen. All right, it's not even showing that I'm live. There we go. All right, one person watching. All right. Grand Central. Look at that. GT40 passed by again. Oh, wait. There. See, he keeps putting subtitles over the... I'm trying to read here. Grand Central is a shopping mall where a player can purchase new cars. Where players can purchase 300 car models from 2001 later. You have 50 brands from North America, Europe, and Asia Pacific. Other manufacturers around the world have assembled here. So we got Ford. Oh my God. How much they want. Oh my God. $2,925,000 credits for a fucking Ford Focus. Oh, but they have a lot of power. Okay. Mustang GT from 1915? Oh, 2015. 441 brake horsepower, 6,500 RPM. Man. I guess you win these because it says acquired. Acquired. Ford GT from 2006. Aspiration, supercharged. Nissan, Silvia, Spec R Aero. Fairlady Z version. Wow, naturally aspirated. Z34. GTR from 2017. There we go, bicycle. Automobile production takes roots in the industry. Diverse variety of cars developed to cater a variety of customers. From expensive three-wheeled cars and off-road buggies to luxury cars for the wealthy. There are also major revolutions in materials used for cars. Steel sheet metal come to replace wood for building their bodies. I tell you what, though. This game single-handedly would convince a lot of people to buy a PlayStation 5. If they can even find one. Dodge Brothers motor car. Look at that. Man, I wish Crony was here. See, if my stream didn't die, Crony would be here. Speaks for itself. Production of trucks begins. Graham Brothers trucks. There's showrooms for purchasing cars. There's also a museum for each manufacturer. You can learn about the history of individual differences here. Okay, am I back? Am I back? I think we're back. I don't know. You should have houses. Okay, let's look at these used cars. My stream just died again. Let's see what we can cheese here. So this is all used cars. There it is. AE86. 1983. Unis Roadster, Sprinter Truno, 1600. Sylvia Q's. Actually, that wouldn't be too bad of a car to get. Unis Roadster for 19.2. Nah. See, they already overpriced. They already overpriced the Sprinter. Look, you get a Sprinter Truno from Gran Turismo 2 or Gran Turismo 1. No, you can get it for cheap, like 5,000 credits. Sylvia Q's 13.3. That's not a bad car to start out with. Trying to think what the one car got back in Gran Turismo 1. It was Nissan, and it was black. Keep thinking Lumina, but that wasn't it. I mean, it was a real shit bucket, but it was a beast. Civic Type R, Lancer Evolution, you know, common R5 Turbo, M3, Impreza 22B. Yeah, they're already throwing it at you. Here's the 22B. Go get it. Fairlady 240ZG. Corvette ZR1. Oh my god. Bringing out that beast. GTR V-Spec 294. Or Z97. 911 Carrera. Of course, they're going to throw some Porsches in there. What year? They don't say what year they are. Oh, wait. Oh, 964. Well, that doesn't help to know what year it is. Stratos 73. Countach 25th anniversary. Testarossa. So it's perfect for those trying to learn the ropes. Youth car dealers can purchase cars for more affordable prices. The Roadster's got a long history, but the NA is original, and some would say the best. Subjective. Has a Bertone. Style by Marcelo again. I was reading that. Speed and power led to winning several world championship titles. In what class? Legendary figure in automotive design. Oh, probably Ferrari. Here we go. The Testarossa was a high-end model first announced in 1984. Okay. These include Japanese sports cars in the 90s. If any fan of the WRC racing in the 1990s has the Impreza 22B on our list of must-buy cars. Sure. Yeah, I just saw the car's prices just jack right up now since this game's been released. Doesn't have the wing on there. You gotta have the wing. Here we are, legend cars. I mentioned this quite exclusive. Play exclusive place. Only a chosen few drivers even get to hear about it. Oh, on a handpicked selection. Gotta make it sound like it's so exclusive. Like, oh, you were an exclusive class now. You just came here, but you know you're one of the special ones. 100,000 credits for a Willys Jeep MB from 1945. You know, you can still get those military surplus. Yeah, you can. Brand new in the crate. Not for 100,000 credits, though. Probably a little bit cheaper. S. Barker Tourer from 1929. Oh my God. We're going 917K. 1970. I was wrong. I think it was a 937, something like that. That was the Group B car. CLK LM from 1998. Hey! Can we make that thing flip? I hope it's got like a really good physics engine and you can make that car flip. Let's replay what happened in 1999. DB4 from 1964. DB5 from 1964. Ooh. Really didn't actually come up with the name Jeep. Yep. It's a contraction of the word G and P. Jeep. These civilian Jeeps are also based on a classic Willys MB. Do you know how much that thing would be worth today? After all, she won Best of Show. The reason is hidden in the model's name. Mercedes-Benz S. Barker Tourer. Environment makes you think a British coach builder. Alright, what else you got? Even better would also go on to win the 24-hour Le Mans. 917. It's a beast. Okay. World Series have access to a variety of tracks. At launch, GT7 would feature 34 locations over 90 layouts. Oh, I'm not done looking at that. Is that the same thing we saw? Fuji's in there. Toyota Driving Park. High Speed Ring. They're bringing it back. Sardinia. Road track. Yep. I mean, yeah. No, that's where's where we're at there. There's 2 racetracks over there in Sardinia. Brands Hatch. Finally, some British racetracks. Red Bull. We got Nürburgring, of course. Road and fantasy circuits. I'm seeing a little bit of. Let me see something. I thought it did. Where there's a little bit of culling of the trees. Likely its prices are in yen, so move the decimal point 2 places to the left. I don't know how credits are like transferable. Like, well, how would it stack up in dollar amount? I mean, yeah, some of these cars, some people want $100,000 for. Man, that looks good. The thing is, I mean, it's on a console, and this game looks amazing on a console. It's not like you can really update a console. But if you were to throw in something like a 3090 into it, yeah, it can do this, no problem. But this is a lot of rendering work for a console. Now, is that console going to be able to hold up to this kind of, you know, this consistently. Man, that looks good. Various races and championship. How is this in each track? This game looks better than Gran Turismo Sport. Oh, got that star effect right there. A little bit of that star effect. Gotta have that a little bit. Look at that. Look at that. Headlight illumination. Definitely got ray casting going on. And probably all the lighting has got to come from somewhere, so all the lighting is natural. The game would be completely dark if it didn't have, like, you know, actual light sources. Circuit experience activity and help you learn these tracks. Let me see that thing. That's the Zonda. Okay, that's the Zonda R original. Zonda R from 09. I had no idea it was that old. I'm hoping all this telemetry shit can be, like, removed. So that way you get, like, just full on first person view. Two, one. Let's see here. Got all these details on here. Mission switch. Oh, wow. You can actually see the weld bead on the roll cage. Let's see its telemetry on there. Yeah, this shit needs to go. 181 miles an hour. This is in kilometers. Everything that you need to see is right here already. You don't need all this. LMP. Got the Nissan in there. So they're bringing in the Nissan LMP car. Front wheel drive. Of course, they're the class leaders. And then you got GT3 behind. Yeah, cars, personalized races. Let me see that steering wheel again. I figure with headlights, these will all be illuminated here. Would not surprise me, all the big simulation companies are going to start developing wheels pretty much to match this. Licensing. Friends ranking. Hopefully I'll have international ranking too. I kind of want to see how everybody does on their license test. It's a big Type R limited edition FK8 from 2020. Look at that. Man, what the fuck happened to the Civic, man? It started cutting holes in it. Said, there you go. Gradually know first license tests. Of course, notoriously. Many people look back and remember how hard they tried to achieve gold results in this mode. No, I remember looking back at how fucking impossible some of them were, to where, yeah, I don't really want to do this anymore. I just want to go to racing. I don't want to go and do license tests to be able to start the first fucking race. Naturally, GT7 includes license tests, where you can learn driving techniques from ground up. What if I were to know how to do 2-drive? Crazy motherfucker, look at him. He's the kind of guy you ride in the passenger seat with him and he purposely goes for the wall at 180 miles an hour. He's like, it's death proof. And you're like, really? Yeah. Yeah, it's death proof. For me. Smack. Here are many short mini games to teach you these skills. Mission races. Oh yeah, now they're bringing in drag races. Isn't qualifying all part of the simulation? Well, yeah, I mean, okay, licensing, and then you do your qualifying race, and then you do the actual race. That's what I'm saying they had back in Gran Turismo 1, were qualified races. Like, it's like they got rid of that shit afterwards. I guess it was because it was too easy, but the qualification phase, that takes hours, you know? Do people really want simulation, or they want to get into the races immediately? See, there's the problem about having a simcade. A simcade, oh yeah, you don't have to do license tests, just get in there. And then you will get a bunch of fucking rammers in your online, you know, what do they call them? Online rosters. That's why people stopped playing, Forza online. They're like, everybody's going to be a dickhead, everybody's going to start ramming into each other. Gran Turismo, on the other hand, will grade you and put you in ranking. If you're, hey, you want to wreck into a bunch of people? Guess where the fuck you're going? You're going to the fucking playpen, boy. You're going to the playpen, son. You want to ram into people? You go ram into other rammers. There you go. You'll never advance as a race car driver. You'll never advance in the game. That's it. Now, if you want to play seriously, here you go. Okay, now your rank goes up a little bit more and more and more. And now you're starting to play with international players that take this game so seriously that they're actually looking to become race car drivers from this game. Yeah. There are pilots out there that learn the ropes from playing Flight Simulator. It's the same thing here. In fact, Gran Turismo even had, for a while, I don't know if they still do, basically a road to being a race car driver. It would, you know, okay, you've played the game Gran Turismo, we're going to put you in an actual race car and you're going to learn how to become an actual race car driver. If I'm races and time trials, I'm hoping this drag racing is going to be like a online thing. People are drag racing their cars. That would look that would be so fun. Get some classic beasts and just yeah, they got drifting. Ugh. Drifting's cool, I guess. So the drift drivers or players can compete using their drifting techniques. So everybody's playing and interact with players. Oh. Yeah, and then that's when the tuners come in, and then that's when you can customize your car. Look all ricey. There's two players split screen, play together in the living room with family and friends. Two players split screen. That's a big deal. Used to be the only way you'd be able to play with people was to go online. Now they brought it back. Now everybody's like, well, what if it's not in 60 frames per second? Dude, be appreciative that the feature's even there. Most racing games don't even have two-player split screen. Second, there are lobbies and meeting places that you can enjoy with your friends online. Quote-unquote friends. Tokyo Expressway. Okay. Trial Mountain. Look at all this. Yeah, see? Driver and safety. So this is driver rank, safety rank. These are some really shitty drivers. There's not a single. Where's an A class here? Not a single A rank. Bunch of rammers. Bunch of people that come in fast off the straightaway, like this one right up here. Fast off the straightaway, full blast, and then bam, right in the ass into the other car. There you go. There you go. There you go. See, get rid of all this telemetry bullshit. Get rid of it, dude. The game looks great on its own. Just get rid of all this. Yeah, I mean, even get rid of this. Like, make that thing full simulation, first-person view, with helmet cam would be amazing. Got some motion blur stuff going on here, which, you know, not a bad thing. Most people don't like motion blur. Might be disableable. Disableable. Visuals and simulation. Oh boy. Everybody shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. We're recreating beautiful cars in the essence of Gran Turismo series. Man. I don't know how they did it. But some of these shots. Like right there. Look at that. Look at that. That looks realistic. That looks like... if you sent me a picture of that, I could not tell you if that was real or not. There are very, 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 very subtle hints there to tell you that that's a rendering. The lighting is perfect. That takes a lot of processing power. Look at that. Look at that. You can almost feel it. Feel the texture against your skin. Look at the way the light spreads itself around. Reflection is in the windshield here. Look at the stitching. Do you understand how hard that is to render? Like photorealism is one thing. They have to take thousands of pictures to do this, but then to put it in engine and say, okay, within basically an atomic level here, just that one stitch, and that next stitch, and that next stitch, just that whole thing, and that's got to be rendered, and the fabric's got to bow in. Look how the fabric bows in, right there at the stitch, and it bows back out across the other side of the stitch. Look at the texturing on the leather itself. The lighting scatters the lighting across it. Every one of these little bumps, these little wrinkles, is rendered. Rendered. That's not just a plain texture. That's like a full model there. And to have that kind of intricate detail on your texture work, your modeling, because that light has to be able to reflect those waves, those bumps, everything like that so perfectly. Look at the seat. Look how smooth that is. That's because of we're doing fabric texturing. Fabric texturing is a very new technology that takes a lot of render work. It's not easy. It's not easy at all. Look at the glass. Look how the glass is reflecting. I mean, fuck me. I thought the Auto Vista mode in Forza 4 from 10 years ago, no, 12 years ago, it didn't hold a candle to this. Look at that. I don't know if all cars are going to be rendered in that kind of aesthetic, or if this is just a super rendering. I want to see that engine detail again, because that's kind of tough to do. Wires. Look at the wires. Usually the wires are kind of like chamfered, and like you can see little bends, like not quite perfectly smooth around corners and everything. It just kind of like chink 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 down the line. Look at this. Look at this wiring. It is realistic. That is tough. Look at the steering wheel. Not all steering wheels will be full-fledged round. This is pretty close to round. You can see just a little bit, like up here, you can see just a little bit of the rendering difficulty there. Just because shiny surface cars reflect the world around them. Oh, yeah, that's tough. Oh, yeah, this is something I definitely want to see. Look at the headlight. There's the bulb. But you don't, since you're not looking straight down on it, it's very dim. Look at that. This is what I expressly wanted to point out. Just a haze and a little bit of fog. Mustang emblem reflected off of the bumper. I mean, if you've never seen a Mustang in person, you would think, damn, that's what it looks like. And I mean, all the details behind the grille. This takes quite a bit of... This takes quite a bit of detail work to just get all this. I don't know if they rendered the engines completely, because that would be a big deal. You got the lettering sticking out here. I think that says Gia. You have the casting drops right here. You have the reflectors. You have all these refractive elements. Look at this. That's tough to do. Turn signal. Oh my god. And the PlayStation 5 is just doing this like it's nothing. Oh my god. Oh. You couldn't tell. You couldn't tell this is from a video game. 351 RAM air. Time and weather situation. And this is a rendering of him. This is not really the... This is a rendering. This is a look at the hair, see? This is not him. They decided to make a 3D model of him. Determined by the energy of the sun. Condition the atmosphere. Okay, weather situations, probably real world weather, like what Project Cars 2 had to offer. Air conditioning, moisture from ocean flows. Okay, basically just weather reports. Sending air currents. I mean, all you would need is the technical data of what's going on the track. Differences in road temperature, through corners, maybe shadowing makes a difference. I mean, the thing is, you're going to be passing over that corner fast anyway, but maybe a shaded area is going to be colder. Would that contribute to tire performance? Would you be able to feel a difference? Maybe. But if you've already performed on that track well enough, that's the rain and all that. The rain, the fog, all that. That's going to make the difference in your performance. That's something you got to get used to. Look at that. Look at that beautiful sunset. Yep. Grand Prix section of Nürburgring. There's Spa. Based on a vast array of meteorological data, temperatures, humidity, air pressures specific to each region. Altitude differences. Yeah, that would make a difference in performance. Skies in Japan would change likely into California. Skies to California. The stars are actually accurate. Gran Turismo series always placed important starlit skies at night. When? GT7 would be aimed for an even higher quality of expression. You're not gonna show clouds of pollution to block up the stars. That's not very realistic. Starry skies seen in specific locations, certain dates and times. Yep. Accurate accurate star sky. Accurate constellations and everything. But even planets. Oh my god. The moon will rise and set in the same way as the sun rises and sets. Moon phases. Colors of stars change depending on whether the atmosphere is clear or hazy. Here we go. That's what got everybody. Time changes. Okay, so road conditions. You can see tire pellets. You can see where the previous tire track has been. That's a big deal. That takes a lot of calculations. The racing line. Rain. And then it dries out. Strength of the slipstream effect. And there you go, almost from physics simulation. I'm just hoping my wheel's going to be compatible with this game. See something. Chat's way too quiet. All right, cool. Just had to check. We're good. All right. Its petals will remain wet the longest. These kinds of changes will occur naturally. Okay. So, rain cloud radar made flavor be familiar with. Rain cloud radar. Oh my god. Players can look at displays and predict the coming weather to a certain extent. I figure radio call out would say, I mean, if they, what, iRacing's got radio call outs. R Factor 2 has radio call outs. Seriously, radio call outs. Your pit crew should tell you when the weather's coming. A huge circle like number ring can ring on one part of the track, being suddenly on a different section. Okay, that tells me the temperature differences and dryness differences, so they got that fixed. Gran Turismo is a real driving simulator. It has placed the same level of performance of being able to watch your driving in a replay as we have with fun in driving. The quality replay mode is also present in GT7. And photo mode, of course. And you might see some slowdown when it comes to weather effects. Let me see that grass again. Ooh. Okay, there's a bit of a patch over here that's not been filled with grass, but that grass detail, that's hundreds of thousands of little tiny blades of grass. That's tough on any computer processor. You can see where somebody's went off track here. There's the wall. There's the tire line. There's tire tracks in the grass. Mud. I'd like to see dirt effects too. Oh, go back. Back. Right there. Could not tell me if that was a rendering. Music replay. Oh, here we go. Copyright section. Hoping different weather effects for rally tracks too. Rain makes the dust settle down, but at the cost of maybe you'll be in mud, lose traction. Camera positions and allowing you to enjoy camera replay every time you run it back. Ooh. Doing. Royal Philharmonic Orchestra conducted by Lewis. Here we go. Do. A little bit too much bloom, I think. Like everything's a little too much shiny. How do the cars sound? Oh, well, we have no idea. Oh no, is this one of those races where you gotta beat everybody else? Yep. Beat the classics. Okay. Car physics. Yep, we got some water splashes. Expert devices includes Lewis Hamilton. Lewis Hamilton, top drivers of the FIA GT Championships. Technical partners with Michelin. Oh my God, getting sponsored by Michelin. This feedback fuels our automotive simulation, which means track laps times are consistent to real life counterparts. No, I mean, seriously, if you're going to sit there and do a burnout, somebody ought to do it. To sit there and do a burnout and see if, like, fucking tire belts start flying up. I mean, you're just basically just grinding that tire down to nothing. Now you're down to the wheels and you just see nothing but sparks. That is true simulation. Maybe it'll be compatible with True Force on the G923 steering wheels. They're going to definitely bind a lot of the Gran Turismo sponsored steering wheels, like the ones that are designed specifically for Gran Turismo. Yeah, they're going to put the features in for them. Absolutely. The Fanatic has got a Gran Turismo wheel. Logitech have been working with Gran Turismo for a long, long time. Would not surprise me that they would be like, okay, they get first dibs. Here's your simulation wheel. Here it supports True Force. It does all these things. Yeah, this is the official Gran Turismo wheel. Effective wind direction is a circuit, slipstream effects. Look at that. You know how many calculations that takes just to do a slipstream? Like, that's a pretty big deal there. Fully expressed reality devices can fake information using the autograph, which sound very important. Okay. This is the reason for adaptive tremors and haptic vibrations. Look at that shift. Moving it over. Now, in Gran Turismo 4, the driver would actually anticipate the shift by putting his hand on the gear shifter. From what I've seen, I don't think they do that here. But to anticipate a shift, getting it up to red line, putting a hand on the shifter, or maybe putting your hand on the shifter when you decelerate, like, that's basically a Q2 shift. I would like that for the driver to just do that. Grab the shifter like you would in reality. Grab the shifter, prepare for the next shift. There's a way to calculate what gear to be in. So, you know, if the driver grabs for the stick, yeah, then you'll know, okay, I probably should upshift or downshift at this point. The racing line even tells you, oh yeah, this is the gear you need to be in. Enhance the player's level of immersion of PS5. Look. We have tire deflection. That's tough. Look at that. I saw it. The tire shifted on the rim a little bit. Look at that ABS. Now, each ABS system is different. I don't know if it's going to simulate all the ABS systems out there. Man. Between this and like Automobilista 2, all these up-and-coming racing games that have a lot of development to do, this is already... Dual sense controller, you'll feel track underneath. Wait. Go back. GT and dual sense controller combined. Oh, dual sense controller. We possibly feel state of front tires in the form of vibrations. Every tire vibrates. With dual sense controller, you feel as you're holding a steering wheel of a real car. Feeling a track underneath. Yeah, I would say true force was definitely a factor. The 923 is going to be a big part of this. Now, mind you, the 923 is not a dual drive steering wheel or a direct drive steering wheel. It is, you know, it's a sequel to the G29. But what Thrustmaster and Fanatic have to offer, they don't have true force, but I mean, there are direct drive wheels out there. I don't know. L5 console 3 audio expresses. Yeah, I mean, naturally you're gonna have Dolby surround sound. You'll have to perceive where the sound is coming from. Hey, I'm primed for it. 7.1. Since find different sound affected by the shape of our head, our earlobes, and difference in speed at which the sound reaches our left and right ears. Audio is technology that creates these sensations. Oh, I wish I could show you. Oh my God, we got a train going overhead. Yep, he's basically got the needle pinned, the speedometer needle pinned. Radio, flags, you got any of that? Oof. Oh my God. Let's see something. Trip meter. These do account for mileage, so let me see something. Trip meter's going up. See what the odometer's doing. Okay, the odometer moves. Although the way the odometer moves is not realistic. Odometers move pretty progressively. That one just kind of like, okay, you're up to 15 miles now. Just kind of rolls over like, oh yeah, there you go. Here's the next number. At least they don't have more, they don't have less than 6 cars on the track, you know. They have more than just 6 cars on the track. It's nice. 60 types of performance parts per car. Okay. Oh, let me look. Sports computer, sports air filter. Now these are all classified in categories like sports, club sport. These are not categorized by what the part is, just where it falls in as far as it's. Also, you don't go directly to the manufacturer to get upgrade parts or anything like that. It's just understeer and engineering. Here you go. Go to this one place. I mean, I like that about Gran Turismo 1 and 2. And 3. And I think 3 had it. And 4. You go to the manufacturer and you go to their actual tuning company. Go to Toyota. You go to TRD. Honda, Mugen. Mazda Speed. You go to Subaru, you go to STI, you know, it's just stuff like that. That's what added that little bit of realism, because you are going to be using performance parts from those manufacturers. This is like, here you go. Oh, Brembo. There you go. There's Brembo brakes. That doesn't mean anything. I mean, there's multiple brake companies. What about suspension? I mean, Monroe, they make suspension parts. Bilstein, they make suspension parts. You're not going to use those. That's a great opportunity for sponsorships. And you get to put your own parts in the game. Ooh, Brembo, look at that. How did I know it was a Brembo? Because they got that label right there on the brake caliper. Gotta have that. Gotta have that. Yep. There's a difference between like sponsorships and just plain simping. Oh, okay, Brembo decided to sponsor us, so yeah. Throw everything in there from Brembo. Like there's no other brake company out there. Okay, I'm bitching. Tires, muffler. I mean, that's not going to be the exact muffler if it's on your car, but okay, so we got bore up, so we can bore the engine out. High lift camshaft. Looks like there's 4 camshafts there, so it's not just one. High compression pistons. So, yep, flat top pistons. Doesn't say whether they're eutectic, hyper-eutectic, or forged. Sports suspension. Sports brake clutch, sports clutch and flywheel. One-way LSD, two-way LSD. Close ratio transmission. Body reconstitution. Weight reduction. Air restrictor. Oh my god. Yeah, so you got to put restrictor plates in. Racing crankshaft. This is just an individual part. In, what is it? Full engine balancing or just in a tune-up performance parts. Yeah, the crankshaft was included, but now the crankshaft is an individual part. Fully customized computer, so probably boost controller, all the, oh my god, air fuel ratio. Shit that people ain't gonna know anything about, but I guess it's fully tunable. Sim racing silencer, low RPM turbocharger, medium RPM turbocharger, high RPM turbocharger. So you build the car and the boost level to what you want it to be at, where you want the boost to come in at. That's amazing. That's great. Supercharger, low end torque. So it's built for low end. Sports intercooler. Height adjustable sports suspension, sim racing clutch. Stroke up, that's a different category. So you can add a stroker kit. Engine balance tuning. Looks like it's got a new crankshaft in with it, and pistons, connecting rods. Okay. So basically all the parts, but now they're all balanced. Polish the ports. Whew, it's expensive. Anti-lag system. Wow. Supercharger. High-end torque. Racing intercooler. Racing air filter. Racing silencer. Exhaust. Racing exhaust manifold. Racing brake pads. Of course from Brembo. Racing brake kit. Slotted discs. Oh, you could get an actual kit. Racing brake kit. Drill discs or slotted discs. Okay. Brake balance controller. Fully customizable suspension. Yeah, gotta show off those brakes. Oh my god, check this out. ECU normal. Goes fully customizable. Let's see what we got here. Output adjustment percentage? What the fuck does that mean? Output adjustment percentage. Oh, so you can make it perform 200%? That makes no sense. I can understand if you're tuning fuel and air ratios and ignition timing. Like, I could understand that. But maybe that's automatically just calculated. But so fully customizable, what are you going to do? Reduce your percentage of output? Why would you do that? That makes no sense. Ballast positioning, air restrictor. Okay, yeah, naturally. I mean, air restrictor, that's what reduces performance anyway. Transmission, full customizable. Top speed, automatically adjusted. Manual adjustment. Okay, that's nice. Nitrous kits. They had that since Gran Turismo before. Not surprised. Turbocharger, anti-lag system, intercooler, supercharger, air cleaner, exhaust manifold, brake systems, brake pads, side brake torque percentage, steering angle change, four-wheel steering system. Look at this beast. Oh, hang on. Let me go back a little bit. Engine model. M96. 76 Porsche from 01. 455 brake horsepower. .2 seconds, 62 to 93. Okay, so that seems to be an engine swap. M96. .76. Porsche engine. What Porsches have an M96? Porsche Boxster 1996 is a 2.5 liter flat 6. List of Porsche's engines. 911 996. Yeah, there it is. It's crammed in there. Oof. IMS bearing failure systems you can spot early. Yeah. Oh boy. Fun. Short block, boxer. Got an open deck. Which kind of tells me if this is all water cooling, which it looks like it is, Yeah, they open decked it, so give a lot more cooling effect. There's a lot more water around the cylinder to soak up the excess heat. It's kind of a good idea, you know, to make it water cooled, you know, because performance engine, you know, kind of like, you know, you kind of want to use water to cool a high performance engine, you know. Oh my god. There's your yep, M96. Pretty compact engine. I got this crossbar here for added rigidity in the engine. It's doable. It'll fit. Give it the old fuck it, it'll fit treatment. So yeah, that's the difference in performance. 100 miles an hour, 100, basically going over speeds that this thing was not built for, but yeah, okay. Very realistic. Look how he's handling these curves. One-handed. This fucking driver's crazy. Zoom. Oh my god. Not a single bit. There's not a there you go. There he's going off track. Not a single bit of aerodynamic downforce or anything to keep that car on the road. Oof. Body kits, which could be sponsored. Change your end plates to your spoilers. That's cute. This right here. Let me rewind a little bit. Body kits, especially for Porsche. I mean, come on. There's not a single labeling of any of this. You can't just get a body kit unless it was from, you know, an official body kit manufacturer. They didn't just build that. No, they had to get that kit from somewhere. And then you can choose colors from different manufacturers to throw on your Toyota. You know, because that's a good idea, is to use somebody else's color for your Toyota. Different roll cages, which can affect visibility, by the way. So that's something to consider. Now, whether or not it actually adds structural rigidity, that's something to consider. Now, here we go. Yeah, let's just put a wide body on there. That's exactly how a wide body is fit. That's how you put bigger wheels in. Bigger wheels and tires. Custom graphics. That's going to be fun to do on controller. Many hours of... Yeah, right. Got that done in 15 minutes. Yeah, right. Car wash. I don't like this animation. Used to be they'd actually touch the car and wash it. But let me see something. Is there even a difference? Just like the original. No difference. I want to see a difference in like the haze and a little bit of the paint flaking off. Changing oil. Oh, come on. Used to have a guy going underneath there and changing it out. That was just too much work. Escapes after New World of Photography. Model, what was your favorite car? Oh boy. Yep. Oh wow. Okay, yeah, the rendering in this is just... You'd have to put a label on it. You'd have to put a label on there to say it's from Gran Turismo 7. Yeah. Parking. parking your Porsche GTR right next to a fucking iceberg. Yeah, no way. Look at that. Look at the lighting on there too. That's realistic rendering there. Light rendering. Oh my god. You would actually have to explain to people online that this is a fake car. My car for sale. Photo effects. Yes, be able to do all that. Rendering a process. Oh man. Oh wow. You'd make poster boards from this stuff. People are gonna make NFTs from this shit. I'm selling my Corvette poster board here for $1.5 million as an NFT. Photographs of races you participated in. Yep. Well, yeah, that's a replay mode photography. I mean, they've had that in racing games for years. Replays, photographs, all that stuff. Let's see here. Oh, so body designs, all that stuff you can share with your other people. Yep. Okay, that's nice. New Gran Turismo 7 gameplay. Finally! I'm just hoping that they have standard staples in there. Radios, flags, look at that. Go back. Individual plants. Gotta have that. Look at that. Got ferns. Got poppies in here. Look at that. Little details. They didn't have to add that, but they did it anyway. Yeah, I would just turn down the bloom just a little bit. Look at that texture work on the dashboard there. Look at the shadow. Move your ass. I'm coming through here. Best record, 7,516 miles. No. Probably a developer. Let me see the reflections of the trees there. Because they had a problem about rendering. Yeah, there's a little blotchy, and I don't think the reflections are following at the same frame rate. It's really tough to do. Look at them little details though. Woo-wee. Intake details. I kind of want to take a camera and just put it inside the car, just to see how detailed it really is. If I were to get this game, oh look at him drifting. Yeah, right. I just want to take a camera and just see if they did the underbody, if they did the engine. Did they render the engine? What did they render? What did they decide to render, and when did they decide to just leave out? Yep. Sunlight. Come out of a tunnel and it's nice and bright, almost blinding. Tunnel blindness. Oh, here we go. Red Bull. Fake car here. Zoom. This is just the ultimate race here. A race car with no limits. Oh, they did change it. They removed the fan. Instead of put a big fin in the back. Seems to me like it's ready to release. What's the problem? Oh, I'll wait till Christmas of next year. March 4th, 2022. It's like, yeah, that's the birthday of the Nike 2022. The Nike 1 2022. All right. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that, because I didn't. Missed about half the video, so I have to section this thing off. Half my audience is gone. But yeah, I mean, that's, I would say they're pretty spot on. The only thing you can do is, well, buy the game, and if it's not to your liking, return it. It's not like a Steam game where you can just be like, oh, well, I played it for 2 hours, and I don't want to feel like we're going to return it. And it's like, you played it for too long. No, I'd give it a try if I had a PlayStation 5. I'm not a big fan of it being an exclusive game to the PlayStation 5, but hey, I mean, what can you do? So that's been a good look. Looks like it'll sell really well. It's Gran Turismo. It'll sell no matter what. It'll sell no matter what. All the racing fanatics out there are going to buy it. It's that simple. Hell, I'd buy it. I want to get Gran Turismo 7. I want to get a PlayStation 5. I want to do all that stuff. I want to get a rendering card. I want to get a, what do they call them? Those capture cards. I want to get a capture card. And fucking do this, I want to put my steering wheel to it. I might have to get a driver for the Driving Force GT to work on it, but I tell you what, if it's doable, it's doable. Let's fucking do this. But it's been an analyze, and the thing is, I'm about a week behind on reviewing the footage there. Okay, so we learned a few things. Yeah, it's got tire deflection. It's basically got everything that you would want in a racing game. Is it for everybody? How are they going to balance it out? Are they going to make it to where it's only for people that are big into racing, or are they going to make it to where it's as simulation as possible? I mean, it's possible to even make it to where, like, the gameplay balances itself out. So where, oh, are you a simcater, or are you an actual simulation fan? Because I mean, we could do it either way here. So, I mean, my opinion won't mean anything compared to what everybody else, been playing the game for years and playing Gran Turismo Sport. And I played all the PC games. Would I get it? Yeah, I'm kind of curious to see what the car roster is, and I would check out the car roster before buying, because you might already have that car in another racing game that they don't have included in Gran Turismo 7, although I doubt it. They're talking about 400 cars. Well, Gran Turismo Sport had almost that many cars. Are they fully rendered? So it's just a matter of time. I'm going to wrap it up here. Sorry there's no game where we're playing, but let's get this out of the way so everybody can see what we have at display. So it's been a really nice stream. Don't forget to like, subscribe. Hopefully everybody enjoyed. Click that notification bell. Do all those hoops you want you to jump through. And I will see you guys next stream.